it's a labor of love. You're conscious about it. You've thought about it. How do you pick nowadays what you want to cover or why?
Yeah. First, before answering this question, I I think the philosophy I kind of follow is to really think through like very hard is if this is going to make this is going to be like a really good video, and maybe that's and I do like the whole process. Probably that's why it takes me like so long. Although I think if when I start executing, it's about 2 weeks, 3 weeks of work. But what I have in my mind is that I want this content not to be like a um, something that is going to be like seen for 1 month. You know,
Hmm.
I want to create something that is going to be like timeless, and someone 10 years from now is still going to get value from it, right? And that's actually one of the checks on my checklist, which is that if this content that I'm creating would be interesting for people 20 years ago. Because if it's interesting for people 20 years ago, it means that it's very likely that it will be interesting for people 20 years in the future.
Hmm.
That's the kind of like the Lindy effect, right? That Nassim Taleb talks about, and that's actually what he actually said this, and I just added to my checklist. I like to
So
take
much.
stuff,
Yeah.
even
Well,
in my checklist. Yeah,
standing on
and
the
so
shoulders of giants, I think, is
exactly,
what you usually
always,
put
always,
it.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Go ahead, though.
And so I have this in my mind that I want to like this to be almost like a book, like a timeless book that people can go over it like for months, for years, for decades, you know. And so yeah, and in terms of my process, it's like I never like start with a blank sheet on Google Docs or anything. I have a list of titles. I think I have 40 pages right now of titles and ideas on a Google Doc that I've made through like 3 years, 4 years since I started. I've like put in like when I have like an idea about something, I just write it down there, and
Hmm.
then when I
It's not.
start
It's not.
actually,
Just to be clear, it's not in ClickUp.
it is not a click no.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got this Google
Uh,
Doc.
yeah, this Google Doc with 40 pages. Yeah, and when I get an idea, I put it in there, and then when I want to make a new video, I just scroll through it, and I see what still resonates. Because if it resonated 2 weeks ago and it still resonates now, it's probably going to be more timeless. That's kind of the way I think. And
Yeah,
so
you let the idea kind of settle for a bit, and then see you come
yeah,
back to it, and
absolutely,
it's not so
absolutely,
emotionally
because
charged.
yeah. And that's something there from David Pearl, or Pearl, I think it is, that you are like sometimes so excited about an idea, and you think it's like it's such an amazing idea, and then you go all in, right? And then in the process you realize this idea actually sucks. Right? And so one of the things I do is like I take this idea, I think it's like amazing, otherwise I wouldn't put it in this Google sheet. And then I when I want to actually make a video, I go through it and I see it again, without any like mental context on it or everything, because that's also the way that the YouTube viewer is going to see it, right? They are only going to see the title, and that itself must like create all the interest, right? Because otherwise it's not going to click. So it's kind of like I'm doing kind of like I'm putting myself in the shoes of viewer, of like
Hmm.
scrolling through all these titles, this list of titles and ideas that I have, and see something that is like that stops my scrolling, and I'm like, wow, like this is amazing. And so when I have that click,
Caught
as I
you
know that this is
again.
the video. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, when I have that, it's like this is the video I need to make. Yeah.